Go.
All right, welcome back. So this topic is going to be about mental health, and I just want you to take a deep breath, and remember a time where in your life where you were struggling to convince someone of an argument that you were having, or you wanted to convince them of something. Okay? And I know the struggle. We all know the struggle. It's hard to do that. So, and if you can relate, welcome to the club of the younger generation of Indians, where life makes absolutely no sense. Alright, so, all in all, we have been talking a lot about mental health lately, and especially during COVID and starting of college and how it felt. I remember when gas prices first went up, I was scared to look at my gas tank. I was like, ooh, jump scare. And all right, so let's just start off with a small story that happened about 2 weeks ago. We were sitting in the car, by we, I mean me. I was sitting in the car with my parents, and we were listening to music until an ad popped up about therapy and mental health issues. And so they immediately told me to turn it off, and that was garbage. And I, for one, am trying to help my parents understand. Like, it's been like 2 or 3 years now. I've been trying to help my parents understand that mental health is actually a good thing. It's not taboo. It's not anything bad. It's actually helping people. And so this is like the view of mental health in Indian culture is just perceived negative most of the time, as usual. And it's like teaching, like I'm a 70-year-old grandma teaching my grandchildren how to do something for the first time. Listen here, Sonny, when I was your age. All right, so we're gonna start off with a little interview with my parents that I'm just gonna insert in the background a little bit. And it's just going to be about the topic of mental health and what they think about it. Go. All right. Hi, I'm with Miss and Mr. Patel, and we're going to ask a few questions. So, the first question being, how do you feel about mental health?
It's very serious.
Okay, could you elaborate?
Yes. Mental health is very serious because people need help in a certain age, and if they don't get the help, right time, they're going to go to in depression. They're going to have some kind of other mental issue. So yeah, it's very critical.
Okay, and do you have any thoughts beside?
No.
Okay, and next question, how do you think that mental health issues exist?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, could you elaborate?
Just like I said, stress also, and who people stay by themselves, especially the senior citizen people. They need their help. They need somebody with them all the time to talk. Otherwise, they having like a talking habits. They're talking by themselves because they don't find nobody to talk. No, they don't find nobody to solve their problems in their age. So yeah.
Okay, and you said mostly about senior citizens. How do you think does mental health issues exist in people of our age?
Yes, that's also, especially because kids come out from the school and college, and they want to go to some kind of degrees, medical degrees or engineering, and they study for it, and they not get what they study, like right job. So slowly they go on a depression, and after certain trials, if they don't get the right job with the right amount of the money, so yeah, and they go on a depression, and they're having a mental issue.
All right, do you have any input on this, Ms. Patel?
No.
All right, let's see. Our next question, do you think people with mental health issues will find help? Like, should they find help via therapy?
Yes.
Okay, could you elaborate?
Yeah, there is this, the government having a rehab centers and senior citizen homes and all that, that the people get together, so certain times a week, or probably sometimes they'll allow them to just stay there, talk to each other. And even though youngster also, if this come home and tell the parents or brother or sister or family members or friends what happened the entire day, they having an issue with the jobs or anything, if they are communicate to each other, and hopefully they solve that.
All right, so leading to my next question, how do you feel about, why do you think people, like Indian people, do not go and get therapy when they have mental health issues?
That's because if they have kind of an illness and they're scared to go to the doctor and therapy because they think if somebody find out in our community um, uh,
For mental.
for mental illnesses or mental issue, then they probably don't want to because if they find out,
Community
and
people find
yeah,
out and
and
they think about
Your reputation?
reputation
yeah.
and what
Messed up
people
the
think how
reputation thing,
yeah.
Okay. And so, as of right now, would you go and see a therapist?
Yes, I do.
Would you?
Yes.
Okay. Knowing what you just said about reputation, would you go see a therapist?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. And how did you feel as immigrants coming into the U.S. for the first time?
It's a little difficult for them because the different country, once they come to the United States, having an issue with the language, study also you cannot go to the school because of not
Fitting in, maybe?
fitting in maybe and education system is different here, so like I said, the language is mostly the main concern for the kids going to the school here.
When you first came to America, were you stressed?
Job, because when I was
Survival.
when I was here, I was 19 20 years old. I complete my graduation back home and come here straight start working. Never think about go to the college or school or complete rest of the education so I can get the better job. But in that time, I doesn't have enough guidance here, like how I do start my life. And yeah, in the beginning is very stressful for me because I was by myself, and in that age I have to establish myself in this country. So yeah, it's
All
very
right.
stressful.
And so right now, how do you feel being in this country? Is it still stressful for you?
Of course, this is still stressful because of the work. Mostly time the work, you are still struggling some part of the work. Even though if you are have your own businesses, still stress is always there. But you need to find out the way to get out from it.
Mm-hmm. Your opinions on that?
No.
All right. And for my final question, I'm just going to ask you a simple one. Okay, so as you can see, I've been working my ass off to convince them, and I think I've been doing a good job so far. Okay, so as you can see in the video, their statements about how their life is difficult as immigrants and how it is lonely to be living in America and how it is difficult and stressful to be in another country. So I know as you can see in that video, it's talked about all of that. And I just wanted to say that for one, my parents are very good. Like they've kept their life very good and they've accomplished so much coming into America as immigrants. And I just, it's just that Indian parents typically put their trauma, their stress, their peer pressure, their pressure onto their kids. And that just gives them expectation, the kids expectation to like grow, to build, to be better. And it's just, they have such a chance, like they're so stressed about failing that they might be falling into depression and suicidal thoughts and stuff like that. It's just, I feel like at that point, everyone is just an asshole. Like I feel like I'm on one of those little Reddit posts about, am I an asshole? Even when faced with mental health issues, Indians rarely get help because they think it is shameful and it brings taboo and it's like a bad reputation on their family name. And reputation matters a lot in Indian culture. And it's just like, it's the fear of being judged by the people around you that people just don't seek help from it. Like, it's just taboo, it's shameful, it's dishonorable, as you can see in my parents, like when they were talking about their videos. And it's just, we cannot ever get a break. Like, it's just going on. All right, there are many different views on mental health and how it is viewed in different cultures and different people. In the Indian culture specifically, it is viewed negatively and with prejudice and just resentfulness in general. It's just because of the dishonor and all that other stuff that it brings. And I just wanted to say that I wanted to make it, like, the reason why I made this TikTok is because I want to change the way that the older generation think about mental health. As you can see with my parents as a prime example, I wanted to make them aware, and I spent like years doing it. And even now, they're still not as aware as they should be, but they're getting there. Like, they're slowly progressing. And that's what I want other children, like other kids my age, to think about. Like, I just want them to help their parents understand and give that awareness that they're lacking. And I just hope that you have a good day, and thank you for coming. And respectfully, fuck mental health views.